Hola, hola everyone. Welcome back to the Resin Lab by Alexandra. Today is episode 14, and I received my subscription box from Resin Molds Box, which is formerly Resin Molds Express. Now, I'm not going to unbox everything because I know there's a couple of other channels that subscribe to the same box, and they've also unboxed all of their products or all of the molds on camera for you. So I think what I'm going to do is just pick out two items to do today based on the paper that they provide. So the thing that caught my eye is the geometric vessel mold and the winter rose relief storage jar mold. So I'm going to work on those two pieces today. So I'm going to put you on a slight pause while I get those molds out. But this is everything that comes in the box. The box comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different molds. And in this particular box, they included these little lights for the little mini vase and light ornament molds. If you're new to my channel and you want me to unbox them, because I have subscribed to these boxes on a monthly basis now, if you would like me to actually go through the whole unboxing process, let me know in the comments. Because again, I don't want to repeat what other channels have already done if you've already seen and watched them. But if you want to see it again on my channel, just let me know and I will go ahead and I'd be happy to unbox everything for you in the future. Okay, so let me put you on a brief pause while I get the molds out, and then I'm also going to choose my colors. So 1 second, I'll be right back. Okay, so I decided I couldn't help myself and I just pulled out 3 molds. I know I only said 2, but I pulled out this little tray because I think it's really cute. And I'm debating on making it a set with this jar just because they both have flowers on it, but I don't know, we'll see. So I'm going to do these in my HTV Ront white mica powder, and then I'm going to paint with my acrylic markers the details on there and spray seal that. And then for this jar, I like the idea of putting a fake succulent in there. So I'm going to do the jar in a dark honey pigment paste by Rolio, and then add some succulent plants in there just to kind of finish it all up. And so yeah, so let's get started. Okay, so I mixed up 440 milliliters of resin and I split it amongst these cups. I already had my mica powder on the bottom, so I remembered that. So I'm ready to mix now. And this is a nice pearly white, which is what I'm going for. Let me just clean my stick because I've got some resin on the end here. If you happen to be in the Raleigh, North Carolina area tomorrow, January 10th, 2026, swing by the Chocolate Wine and Whiskey Festival. I'll be there as a craft vendor. My tent is pink and I'll have my sign that says the Resin Lab up. I'd love to meet you if you're in the area. So yeah, so that's something that I'm looking forward to for this weekend. I hope you all have nice plans going on for this weekend. Let's go ahead and mix this guy. Yeah, I love going to the craft markets, or at least going to shows and meeting people. It's nice to, sometimes I meet other artists, and sometimes and when I say art, I mean like other resin artists, and sometimes, you know, I get people who have never done resin before and they admire my work, which is very humbling for me. So that's nice. And sometimes I get some orders out of them. So if I do get some orders, I'll be video recording those as well. I think that's good for this. So let me go ahead and wipe my stick off. Actually, I'm going to use one of my wooden sticks for the pigment paste. And this is from the Rolio Dark Pigment Paste set that I'll be linking below. Okay. Still looks a little translucent, so I'm going to add some more. Okay, that's good. All right, so let's start. Actually, I'm going to vacuum chamber these and then we'll get to pouring. So be right back. All right, I vacuum chambered these, so now they are ready to pour, but I see something in here that doesn't belong. And I forgot to mention the really nice thing about the resin mold box subscription is that they send extra little things. Like, for example, I got this little this like squeegee with a little point at the end for popping bubbles, a little stir stick. And then they also sent, I don't know if you saw in the beginning of the video, these lights with a little battery pack. So it's really nice that they send all of these things in the subscription box. Okay, so 160. We're gonna start with this jar here. So let me spritz that with some alcohol. And make sure So I want the flowers to be completely bubble free. So I'm gonna pour. Make sure to get that resin down there. Okay. All right. So that leaves me with enough to do the lid. So let me push that aside. And let's pour the lid. Spritz that. That was perfect. It's nice that they send that little paper guide with the amount of resin that you need. I have heard that sometimes it can be a little off, but this is the second box that I received from them. The last box I received was back in September. I figured since I'm doing videos now that I could subscribe and have some additional molds for new content. Okay, so that takes care of that. Let's fix that with alcohol there. All right, let's pour the tray next. Oh, see, this is a little too much. So I have about maybe 10 milliliters left, not a problem. But even so, even though the guide is not perfect, it is helpful to have the guide. So all right, and now let's pour this guy. Really want to make sure this one doesn't have any bubbles. It's got all those little facets on there. I just want to coat all of the little patterns in there so that the resin really gets in there. And this looks like it was perfect too. Oops. Well, I have a teeny bit extra. And I poured a teddy bear last video that only had half of the body, or maybe 3/4 of the body. So I think I will pour the rest of the teddy bear. Move that over. Spritz with alcohol. Okay. Let those bubbles rise. Let me just pass my heat gun. All right. Okay. Spritz that. Actually, I think I can pour the rest of this since this jar has settled. I can pour the rest of this in here. Yep. There we go. Still have about 10 milliliters left. So let's find something to pour. All right, be right back. Okay, let's do the back of this teddy bear and see if we have enough for a second one. I doubt it. I think this will be perfect. Perfect. Might even be able to get another teddy bear. Or at least get the same effect where I get 2/3 of his body, which I think is really cool. Yep, so same thing will happen to this one. It'll be 2/3 and then I'll pour another color on the back of it next time if I have extra. Unless we mix it with the dark honey. Let's do its own, actually. Whoops. Let's do its own color. And I'll probably have to do the back of that a different color. Maybe not. We'll see. Maybe not. Look at that. That was just enough. Okay. All right. So that's everything. I'm going to let this all sit for about 30 minutes. Place it on the heat mat, and I will see you all at demold. It is time to demold. So I'm going to start with the little teddy bears. I'm not going to demold this piece because I didn't have enough resin, and I'm going to do kind of what I did with this teddy bear that I poured the other day and finished pouring last night. So that came out cute. The black in the front and the white in the back. So that's cute. And then I just did a plain dark honey colored one. I got a little bit of white in there, but that's okay. That's gonna go, those are gonna go in my giveaway bin. I do have a little bit of trimming to do. Okay, so let's start with the tray. Very pretty. Very pretty. Oh, I didn't even notice that it had this like little stitch pattern around the edge. That's pretty. And the flowers came out nice. No bubbles. And no bubbles on the back. I just have to trim a little bit around the edge so it's not sharp. But overall, it came out great. It looks, I like this. This looks kind of like it's silk or something. It really cured pretty. So that's that. Let's do the lid. And no bubbles on the lip down here, which is great. Oh, I got something in my resin there. But that's fine. I'll cover it up with some paint. This is pretty. I didn't get any bubbles in the flower or the beads. So that's nice. Let's do the jar. No bubbles around the edge here. This is a great day, y'all. This is a really great day. And the white came out really pretty. It looks like, it really looks like silk. In my opinion, at least. Oh no, what happened? Why do I have that big bubble in there? Huh. That's odd. Oh no, the top doesn't fit. So I wonder if the heat mat warped it. You know, this piece did come with this styrofoam. I wonder if it needs to be in there when you pour the resin. I'm gonna have to pour this again. Well, that's too bad. I'm gonna end up putting this in my giveaway bin. I mean, yeah, because that doesn't look good there. And just re-pour it. I can still paint it. I can still give it away. We'll see. I'll still showcase it at the end of the video because it is pretty. It just has this imperfection here. That's interesting. That's too bad. But the top came out pretty. So I'm going to make another bottom of these off camera, and then I'll let you all know on the next video how it does. Or maybe I'll re-pour it in the next video. I think that's what I'll do. I'll re-pour it in the next video. The next video is going to have a couple of orders. So I'll repour this in the same color and color the flowers to match this. But yeah, that's too bad. That's too bad. I'm gonna try it with this styrofoam inside next time. I can kind of see, you can kind of see the shape is a little, it's a little misshapen in the mold. So the styrofoam should probably help. Okay. This one looks good so far at a glance. Oh, wow. This came out nice. I have a couple of air pockets here, but nothing major. And the pattern came out great. So that came out really good. I'm really bummed about that, this rose jar. This came out so pretty. This came out nice, and I decided I'm gonna put some succulent plants in this and have it artificial, of course. And yeah, so this came out nice. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna grab some succulent plants to finish this off. I'm gonna paint the top of this. I'm still gonna paint this just because I still think it came out pretty, even though it has this defect here. And then I'm gonna paint the tray. So, and then of course paint the faces on the bears. So be right back. Okay, I finished everything up. I drew the little faces on the teddy bears and added a magnet to the back. So I did that. Just adjust the magnet there real quick. On this one, I added the succulent plants with some rocks. Last time I did the ducky, a few episodes ago, I added moss. So this time I decided to add rocks just to change it up a little bit. But that's that. I've got the top nice and painted. I spray sealed everything. These three pieces with the clear seal spray, just so that the paint doesn't peel off. I've got this one painted and trimmed, and oh, I need to add bumpers to the bottom of this as well. And then I've got this one painted. Now this is going to go in my giveaway bin. I'm still going to showcase it at the end of the video because I really like how it came out. But it's going to go in my giveaway bin just because it's got that defective bump inside. And I tried to put it on the heat mat and hold it steady so that it would fit the lid, but it just won't. So I'm just going to do another one on the next video, on the next episode. So that's everything. So if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe. I would love it if you followed me on YouTube here. And remember, once I hit 500 subscribers, I'm going to do a giveaway, which reminds me, I decided to do a Google form that I'm going to link in the description box. It'll be right under the links to my eBay store and my Etsy shop. And all you need to do is the Google form will collect your email. That's going to be kept private. I'm only going to use that to notify the winner, and your YouTube username. So that's it. And once I have that information, then I can copy and paste it into the wheel, into the spin wheel app. And then that way everyone has a chance, because I can't see everyone's subscriber name. So I don't want anyone to miss out on having a chance at the giveaway. So I want everyone who would like to be part of it, you know, to be able to sign up. So go ahead and use that form in the description box. It's a Google form. And again, I will be keeping those emails private. I won't be using it to spam you or anything. It's just going to be to notify the winner of the giveaway. So hopefully I reach 500 subscribers in the next few days or in the next couple weeks. I'm excited. So keep an ear out on the next few episodes to see where I am in terms of that. And I hope you have a wonderful weekend. And don't forget, if you are in the Raleigh, North Carolina, excuse me, if you're in the Raleigh, North Carolina area tomorrow, January 10th, come find me at the Chocolate Wine and Whiskey Festival at the North Carolina Fairgrounds. Have a wonderful weekend, everyone. Bye.